How's my beard looking?
It's like shit. Apparently, all of ours do. I really don't understand how people can't get the fact that we never said that I had a full blown beard. People are straight up saying none of us could grow, and Kevin clearly had a full beard, and it looks like a beard. So
Yeah.
Patchy.
Well, maybe we should give some
that's what
context.
they're making you. That's what they're making you think, Kevin. It's not patchy. That's them getting to you.
Just for context, listeners, if you're not following us on TikTok.
Wait. I kind of wanted my deep internet corner was going to be this, so I don't know if we want to restart.
Okay.
Or is that not natural? Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dennis, let's go into deep internet corner really quick. to start
right
this
away?
podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
I would be not
Yeah.
ready.
Glass got broken, but didn't really spill the sand. As I stumble like a word on a cutlet.
Let's figure out how much this boy weighs. If he should be doing this shirtless or he needs to go topless. He wanted to record quick, and I'm wondering if he wanted to record quick because he's at his weight, or
I just assumed he meant it.
just the momentum.
I weighed myself yesterday. I didn't weigh myself this morning. I did, and I weighed the same, but I didn't record it because I didn't know we were recording today. But I was 198. I sent you the video yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah,
198 point. Was it 198
know.
point something or is it .00?
It was point something.
Oh.
I guess that matters. Yeah, I just kind of look at the whole number.
Yeah, I round down.
Yeah.
To the full
So
number.
I started
We're
at
not going-
203 to 198. It's a lot of water weight.
Yeah, this first week is too easy. I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to go right into deep internet
I did.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis, what do you got?
Take us
So
there.
what's
All
good
right,
on the
so I
internet
just-
today?
I was just randomly browsing clip after clip and came across this one. It was like so interesting, and these guys on there were all cool. I thought,
cool guys.
yeah, I could just tell.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shitty beards, and they were talking about beards. So it's like guys with shitty beards talking about beards doesn't make any sense. Let me pull this up here.
What kind of beards were they? Like whose beards?
They said one guy can only grow 40 stubble hairs. I don't know who that was in reference to.
It's definitely Dennis.
Wait, what was the video you were watching?
Oh, let
Oh,
me show the
shit.
video.
You're already reading comments.
Let's see this video.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of random, and this isn't deep. This is mainstream, so kind of out of
True.
my.
Everyone's probably seen this though, so just pull it up.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. Let me pull this up here. Okay, ready?
TikTok never plays well on this when you do it. Yeah, it's not playing well.
Flawless
Can't hear.
execution.
No
Flawless. Can't hear it,
sound.
Dennis.
Oh,
No
there's no
sound.
sound.
No
No.
sound.
How do I play the sound? I did the sound thing.
How did you picture this in your head? This whole bit that you're doing.
I don't think he planned it. I think he's
Okay.
just like, fuck, I gotta wing
here
it a
we
little
go.
bit. Yeah, I think he had a basis. This is kind of like when I come up with a plan and I start sticking to it.
Baseball.
You hear that?
I
hate shaving.
Yeah, the Yankees players look so
You hear
weird
it now?
because they don't have facial. Yeah.
They make them
hair, yeah.
shave, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
this
they can't
clip,
have long hair,
it's
they have
probably
to
very
shave. I would just
confusing because it's
You're confusing the shit out of me.
Confusing
it's
me.
us talking in a clip.
Spoiler, everyone. We went viral.
Quote
I don't-
unquote
yeah.
viral. Quote
Kind of viral.
unquote.
Kind of. Well, right now it is one day after posting it, and we have 231,000.8 views. How many likes? 16.5 thousand likes. Gained close to double our following,
Good.
and the numbers just keep going up. So
It does seem to have a nice steady flow of growth. So I do still think we have a chance at 1 million by the end of it.
Yeah. So the
For context, I just want to
Could
say
you imagine 1 million? That's a crazy number to me. If all those people just, what if we asked them all to give us $1?
they wouldn't. We gave them one 12-second
Here-
clip. They didn't even
That's worth $1.
give us
Kevin,
one like.
explain the clip, and then I have a theory on this. Why this is viral?
Okay, I just want to say for context, viral on TikTok. The SNL clip with the Ariana Grande espresso wedding. Do you guys see that one from?
Haven't seen it, so it's clearly not that popular.
I have.
Oh, it's pretty big deal. And that one, that Domingo sketch is what they call it, has 90 million views. That's 90
Okay,
million.
you're talking about
that
the
is.
the biggest show ever. This is viral. 250.
I'm just saying. That's the
Okay.
context.
Kevin's just like, oh, I've been in the millions
Yeah,
before.
Kevin's
like,
got a million view plus. Like he talked about this pre-pod that he's like, I've posted a video, it got over 1 million likes. It's great and everything, but after
All
that,
right,
it's
all
like no big deal.
The clip is, it's me. God, this is so meta.
I don't even
It's
want to
me-
pod anymore.
You-
It's bringing
wait.
down bringing
all
bringing down the
Kevin,
energy.
let me guess who's next. Trump.
No, it's Kevin.
Oh.
It's me, Kevin, and I'm talking about the Yankees and how their team looks weird because they are all clean shaven, and it's a little diced and sliced, so it's a little like no context. So everybody thinks I'm kind of like directly calling out the Yankees for being ugly, but I was really just saying that like in context of baseball, they look strange because everybody else in the league has a beard and they all look like aliens. But everybody thinks I'm just calling the Yankees players ugly, so they're just arguing in the comments about it. Dennis, is that fair?
Yeah, that's what I think why this is viral. Because one, while you're reading the comments, the video just keeps looping in the background. So there's one comment on there where there's like 100 replies. So these people are just replying and the video's looping. So I think that's why I think if you have a topic where you go to the comments, the views start spiking up because it just keeps playing over and over again.
That is true.
Yeah,
I mean,
because anytime I'm trying to read the comments, it's just I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up! I can't listen to this anymore.
I ain't shaving.
I know, that's all I keep hearing.
so
That's all
stupid.
I watched that video like 50 times before I realized that I was the one that said it because Freddie was watching it. And I'm like, I think Owen said that. Or no, Freddie's like, Daddy, you said that. And I'm like, no, I think Owen did. And then I actually watched myself and I'm like, oh, wow, I am the one that said that. But I thought you said that.
I had a look too. I wasn't positive. I was like, I think Dennis said that because it sounds like me, but
yeah.
Then I watched and I didn't say the viral catch line or catchphrase.
I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but it's a good clip. It has a real quick hook. It has a nice little Owen extends on it. Dennis has a nice clean soundbite to finish it off.
Ooh.
It just hits right.
It
just
does hit
hits
right. It does. Like I think we got it. The one thing that we said, there's a different post where like we just got to keep it quick.
Yeah, 15 seconds tops.
Get it? You got to do something that catches the people's attention immediately, something funny or controversial. Then
and you got to have some
quick.
graphics on there so they're not just staring at us on like a Zoom call because that's boring. So we got a nice little formula down, and I hope we can recreate it with something we're a little bit more proud of.
So we need hard sound bites. This whole pod,
so
unnatural.
We're talking a little different. Yeah, if we're talking like Stephen A. Smith or like Shock Jock Radio guys. That's why.
Shock Jock, is that Shock Jock different than Jock Jams?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Shock Jock is like Zoo Radio, where it's like Dennis, you explain to him why it's different.
Zoo Radio.
like Rover's Morning Glory in Cleveland or Howard Stern. They say shocking things and they're disc jockey.
Yeah.
Where Jock Jams is like
I know what Jock Jam says.
Sports music, I guess, is the way to
One
describe it.
album, yeah.
I think they both came out around the same time, though.
It just sounds the same.
Yeah,
it's like not similar.
There's just a popular like.
Has the word jock in it.
Yeah, onomatopoeia type sound to it. So they're just like Shock Jock, Jock Jams, Jock.
Can I fact check you on that, Owen?
No need.
I bet Shock Jock came out late 80s. Jock Jams early 90s.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The Shock Jock radio started in the early 1980s. Jock Jams 100% came out during like Space Jam.
Are you positive though? Maybe it came out earlier and it got mainstream.
Was Jock Jams the song "Pump Up the Jams"?
Yeah,
that's got to be directly influenced the names, right? The name.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that the Shock Jock radio hosts probably played Jock Jams.
They don't play music
at all. It's just talk show radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the ones with all the sound effects. All right. Do we have anything else we want to say about this viral clip? Are we Let's make our predictions. I think it gets to 550,000 is where it's going to cap.
Man, I've been off this entire time.
Yeah, I
was
don't know
like,
how it
originally when
stops.
it first was going at like a few thousand, I was like, our other one went to a few thousand, and then someone said, I wonder when we're gonna hit 100,000 view video. I was like, it won't be this one. This one will stop at 16,000. But boy, was I wrong. We're
That's how
over
many likes there were.
200,000. Yeah,
Um,
that's true. I think that it's probably gonna be God 425, but we'll still
420.
get 425. I
Oh.
wanted to make sure I'm not sounding like a cool guy on the pod.
Owen, do you have some of the mean comments from it?
I have
yeah,
my
read those.
I have my favorite comments. So not
Okay.
always, not just the mean ones. I'll save my favorite one for last, obviously, but one of the comments is, and that's why we have 27 championships, class, pride, and tradition. And someone said, y'all don't have 27 ships because y'all shave. LMAO. I thought that was really funny.
I think
Someone
Kevin
just-
responded to that one and said 27 dresses, which
Dresses,
I
yeah.
I liked.
I didn't get it.
It's just a movie. I don't know.
Yeah, it has
Oh,
27 in
good.
it. It's like
Someone-
a chick flick.
Nothing related.
Someone responded to another comment that just said "Shut up, Unk," and I like that one.
Yeah.
Someone said it's called being professional, and Kevin responded, "You have a beard."
Oh, yeah.
And,
And yeah, if you go to his
um,
TikTok, he actually has a beard, and he's like,
yeah. Cole Young commented, $250 million. I'll do whatever, and he spelled whatever with whatever. And then other people commented whatever, and someone said whatever. So I really liked that one. My favorite one. Oh wait, no, there's a good one that Dennis commented back on.
Dennis
I
was
really
getting
enjoyed.
spicy with some of his
Yeah,
replies.
Dennis is
He
getting
was,
so-
he was
he
getting
is-
angry.
Yeah, you have a weak. What is it? I wasn't gonna say a weak tailbone, but
I
someone
think
said
it's like
yeah,
a gay...
it's called being.
Go ahead.
Someone said, yeah, it's called being professional. Shaving isn't difficult. And Dennis said, have you ever tried shaving a balloon?
I didn't find that one funny until you just read it now. It's
So
really funny.
Yeah,
So stupid, but I was like, oh, God, that's so fucking
That
funny.
is hard to
That is-
do.
It's hard, yeah. No, that's way funnier than when I read it.
But my favorite one is someone said, a lot of professional jobs you have to shave. LOL. That's from Carlos, and then an heart emoji commented, like who? Name one company. And Edwin G29 responded, Andrew's Distributing. Like,
Got her ass.
like everyone knows Andrew's Distributing.
That's hilarious.
I never saw that. That's so funny.
That one cracked me up so bad.
The best part is it's so authentic. Like he's not like
Yeah.
I got one company for you.
My cousin works there. Andrew's Distributing.
It's in northern Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I want that to be a clip on TikTok. Okay, that's so funny. Dennis, I was telling Owen, my favorite comment was within the last hour and a half. Somebody said, this sub 5 is calling these people weird looking. She was referring to me and called me a sub 5. Like
Oh shit.
like below 5 out of 10. Yeah.
What we gotta chalk this up to is people are mean on the internet. I'm
They
mean
are.
on the internet sometimes. I normally dial it down, but there's sometimes where I'm just like, I'm gonna say something mean and move on. And
Kevin-
then half the time Kevin was pointing out is like most of these people aren't even real.
Yeah.
They're probably bots or they don't speak great English and just
Yeah.
come up with this as
Kevin,
Yeah.
what was the girls' ranking?
I tried looking at. They didn't have any pictures or TikToks or anything.
shocking. She's probably
Probably
250.
The one person I commented back on, I saw they looked at my profile, and then they didn't respond to me, and then I looked at his profile, and it said, high school senior 2026. So he was born in like what, 2009?
Yeah, when we graduated high school.
Yeah.
All right, was that it for? Well, Dennis, I don't want to go out a deep internet corner yet because somebody said they wanted to talk about Trump at McDonald's. Was that you,
Yeah.
Owen?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that? I don't know much about. I just seen the picture. I've seen the
I
picture.
just think hate him or love him, he does some of the funniest things. He's
Wow.
only going there because he said that supposedly Kamala has said that she worked at McDonald's, but there may or may not be any proof that she does. So he is only doing that to say that he's worked at McDonald's
Oh my
worked at
god.
McDonald's longer than she has. And someone was pulling up to the drive-through, and he said, like, I've been here for 15 minutes longer than Kamala's ever worked at McDonald's. And
That is funny. I didn't realize the context of it. I'll give him
some of
credit.
the
It's so
yeah.
petty.
Yeah, so petty. And
I saw a good tweet about that where there's a clip of Trump and he's talking about how he didn't know what the fries that when you dish them, no one's touching them with their hands and putting it in the container. And he mentions it like 3 different times within a 3-minute clip of how no one uses their hands to touch the fries. And someone tweeted and they're like, wow, Trump was really worried about someone's using their hands to touch the fries. Such a relief for him.
So he was asking no one
Right.
touches these.
No, he was
Oh,
just in
that's so-
shock that he's like, and no one uses their hands to touch the fries here.
He's like so secretly relieved.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like a
man.
germaphobe, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if I get that from him. He shakes hands, doesn't wear a mask. So maybe not.
I love
Owen's wearing a
McDonald's.
mask right now.
Have you guys been to
I'm not,
McDonald's
I'm not.
recently?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I go to the drive-thru for the boys
my kids,
pretty
yeah.
often.
Yeah, probably once every 2 weeks or
Have
almost
I
weekly.
personally eaten there? No.
Oh man, I've got my last 2 McDonald's experiences were so good. I am actually my last 3. I probably only go there once every 6 months, but man, they do it right there, and it's fast. I got like a double cheeseburger, fries. Their Cokes are good. I don't have much else to say about it other than like I love fast food because you know exactly what you're getting, and it's fast and it's food.
Yeah. Wow. Never thought about it that way.
Clip that right now.
Viral.
But Trump being there is very funny. He showed up in a suit and tie, and he just put an apron on over his tie. And like he's gotten some incredible pictures of him lately. There's one of him like drinking out of a straw. There's a lot of like memeable pictures that he has, and he's just nailing it. I don't know if he's trying to do that directly, but there's plenty out there, and it's entertaining, right?
The whole thing looks like AI. Like, have you seen the AI photos of Trump?
Well, I saw an AI version of video of him working at McDonald's serving kittens. So I was like, this is just, it's a constant loop. I was like, I don't even know it's real anymore.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of getting down and dirty with the people of the planet, I had an experience at Target I wanted to walk you guys through really quick. I teased this to you guys about a month ago. I sent a message to a group chat with George and you guys, and I said, how long do you think it would take me to walk through every aisle in Target? And I think, what did you say, Dennis?
I can't remember. Maybe 30 minutes?
Oh, really? I thought I think I had called out that I could do it in 10, and maybe you did say 30.
I think you did say 10, Kevin. Let's pull up the chat.
First of all, what triggered this? Were you at Target and we're like,
I go to Target with my girlfriend Megan, and when I go, I'm like in and out in 2 minutes. You know, I just go grab my things. But when I'm there with her, she's browsing, and I'm just so fucking bored. I'm like, what can I do to entertain myself while I'm at Target? So I just started like
you're like a fucking little kid. Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait, no, Kevin.
Go ahead.
Wait, yeah, Kevin, go. Keep going.
No, I want to hear what the thread said.
Yeah, you said you could do it in 5 minutes.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
no.
confident of how quick you could go there.
Huh.
So Kevin said, how long do you think it would take me to walk through every aisle in Target? I bet I could do it in 5 minutes. And then Dennis said, no, 15. George hit 17 to 20. And then Kevin's very confident that he said, in this scenario, I'm purely just moving, not browsing. Is that what happened? Were you browsing?
I did get hung up on a few items
Okay,
that
so-
call my attention. I'm trying to think of anything specific.
But
then
nowhere near 5 minutes.
But then after that, he said, I could do it under 10. So-
Yeah. All I know is, you can't walk through that Lego section without at least a little bit of pause. That's how I am personally.
I don't think I gave a time limit because, as you know, I hate Target. So I just moved past talking about Target.
Okay, well, I did it. I walked through every aisle in Target. It gets a little tricky because the clothing aisles and some of the sections like are very abstract. So I basically just like kind of like briefed through those, just try to cover as much ground as I can. It was also really awkward when I was like perusing the women's underwear section and like the like because I was trying to walk around these aisles and there are
if Kevin didn't have to go through those aisles, he would have been done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
You got hung up on there.
I said it was the Legos that was a tough, yeah. So I kind of got a little hung up on those sections just because they're so abstract. I'm like, what are the rules here? This is uncharted territory. And then the other problem was this was a sad. Oh, I should also mention the reason I'm doing this is because we were going to a movie and we had like 40 minutes to kill before the movie started. So Megan was just like walking around, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna knock this out. I'm gonna walk through every aisle on Target. And then what else kept happening is there were multiple aisles I had to skip because there are just so many people in them. And I'm like, I can't comfortably get around this without like making a fool of myself. I would have had to say, excuse me, like 7 times in one aisle. And throughout this entire process, I said sorry and excuse me, I would say no less than 35 times. I had to like apologize. And then the workers are starting to notice me. It was pretty wild. And I did get through. I think I covered pretty much every section in Target.
Why did the workers notice you though?
Because I'm like seeing them in one aisle, then 30 seconds later I'm seeing them in like
he's walking down aisles that are and just not looking at anything, saying excuse me.
Did they seem like they were suspicious of you, or were they just like, you again? What the hell?
It was just more of like a you again, really. Like I literally just saw you in this other, like you were in the women's underwear section. Now you're in the Lego section.
And now you're back in the women's underwear section.
That's another challenge I'm trying to figure out how long I can just stay there.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm stuck. He's jammed.
Yeah, it's just like he's stuck
back
in that.
and forth.
No, I just say I'm doing a TikTok challenge. Doing a TikTok challenge.
You should have fucking filmed that. That would have been a good viral TikTok thing.
I wanted to do a dry run because this was very slow. I wasn't walking fast. I wasn't speed walking. I was just casually browsing.
Can you do it again and have your camera up? And we can.
The next time I'm in Target, I'll do it.
All right. This will be a good clip.
I just need the ground rules. In my head, when I originally envisioned it, I just didn't even bother with the closing section because it's so complicated. Should we just call it like I'm only walking through the hard aisles?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude,
I think hard.
I don't think we care that much, but yeah,
just in
hard
case,
aisles that are like enclosed.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah, no shoot off aisles.
Rectangular.
Those are you could do like around a shoot off.
I guess it's like all the interior, and then like the back corner. There's more aisles.
Okay, well, I never gave my final number. I did it in 25 minutes. So I think if I don't do that on a Saturday and I play by these new rules and I speed walk, I go there on like an early Friday morning or something. I think I can still do it in 5 to 10 minutes. I'm calling my shot now.
No running, right?
No, speed walking, pure speed walking. But Dennis, speaking of athletic feats.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Athletic feet?
Oh. That was not intentional. Tell us about your experience at the Browns game Sunday. It was a huge game for Cleveland.
Yeah, I didn't go to the game.
Oh, you didn't go to the game. Sorry.
I was
sorry.
you went to another game. You piece of shit.
No,
Yeah.
I had my uncle sell the tickets, which I got $90 for. But
Nice.
I watched it, and what happened is what a lot of people in Cleveland wanted to happen is Deshaun Watson not being the quarterback anymore. So he blew his Achilles, and so you can tell right away.
Did he really?
Yeah, you didn't
Achilles,
see it?
notably the worst injury in sports, like out for a year and a half to 2 years.
Aaron Rodgers was out last year with that first game.
Yeah, and it's one of those injuries
That's
where
that's the only sports stat like I could call out.
Yeah,
confidently.
It's one of those injuries where you can actually tell because they show the preview and like you see something snap and his whole leg calf goes up because it was holding the tendon was like holding it together. I guess. Big controversy though. People cheered when he was injured because people in Cleveland fucking hate him. Not even because of the sexual misconduct thing, just because he sucks. He's the worst quarterback in the league. He has the worst rating out of every quarterback.
And he's also the highest paid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he might be second highest paid now, but he basically the highest paid. So people cheered, and then a bunch of players came out afterwards and were basically saying it was bullshit that fans were cheering. Myles Garrett came out and said, Deshaun Watson was a stand-up citizen in college and mostly a stand-up citizen in the NFL. He literally said mostly.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah. Like, why aren't you saying like he was always stand-up citizen because he had like 20 plus counts of sexual misconduct? So
they're still racking them up.
Miles went off to his PR agent. He's like, all right, so what do I say? He's like, just say mostly. Don't say full. Like, if you you throw out mostly, you're good.
Yeah. But people weren't cheering for the injury. They were cheering because we're handcuffed to this guy and he sucks. And it's like, this is people's fucking lives in Cleveland as the Browns. It's like kind of pathetic, but these players, they come and go. These people have been watching them for 50 years, and it's just, I don't know. The guy's if he didn't have 20 plus sexual misconduct things, I think people wouldn't be cheering, but it's karma.
You get a little bit of a green flag to do something like that. I will say I'm not a fan of the cheering when somebody gets injured. I remember when Kevin Durant tore his Achilles while playing the Raptors in the championship series. It was a huge controversy because it was Game 7 and he came back and like was prematurely playing, and everybody just instinctively started cheering when he got hurt because it's like, holy crap, we're really about to win the championship. And I defended the Raptors there because it's like you really don't know what's happening. Your gut just is like seeing like your chances at winning or like being happier. Like you don't really think about the person's humanity. So I understand the gut reaction there.
Yeah, and the guy's getting paid so much money. This comes with the job. Think about someone that makes $15 an hour has to clean up shit, or someone that pukes. Like,
I think if he tore his Achilles, he'd
be fucking cheering. Be like, you deserve that,
workers' comp.
You piece of shit.
Oh,
that's terrible.
Oh, so you're cheering for him because you think he sucks?
No.
I was trying
joking.
to be on his. I was trying to be on his.
I'm joking.
On his team because he could get workers' comping out for a bit.
No,
He
but
doesn't have
it's
to shovel shit for a while.
the guy. If there's a such thing as karma, that is it. Because everyone knew he wasn't going to last the whole season. Something was going to happen because he got injured last season too, so he just doesn't last.
He's also pretty checked out as a football player. He just doesn't seem to care or want to try anymore.
Yeah, and
so I think
he there's something wrong with him mentally because I watched this clip one time where the Browns social media person put on a filter of like it made your eyes extend longer, so your eyes were like on the side of your head basically, and he'd go up to people and be like, "Hey, Cleveland needs a shout out," and like give him the camera, and right away people are like, "Oh man, what's this filter?" sort of thing. And there's like 20 people that did it. The only person that looked at the camera straight on and gave the shout out without like
weird.
being like what the filter is was Deshaun Watson. I'm like, this guy can't see him. Like he doesn't know who he is. He's just like can't even look himself in the eyes, sort of thing.
That is really fascinating. Psychological study there. I do want to say one thing in defense of Deshaun Watson, and I will say up front that this is not a racial thing because everybody
racial thing incoming 3, 2.
He has the most normal haircut in the NFL. If you look at any NFL player, black or white, every guy has like some kind of dyed hair or long hair or like some crazy haircut. Deshaun Watson just has like the most like straight 4 buzz cut, and he's always had that his entire career. Like the 4 clipper buzz cut. Have you not noticed that, Dennis? It's just like the most normal looking haircut, which surprises me. Again, this is like it's almost like he has no ego. He's just like, you know what
I think it goes towards Dennis's theory that this guy is just like, what am I supposed to do? And
exactly.
A robot. Short hair. Stare into this and say whatever. Okay, move on.
And normally, like you say that somebody has no ego, and that's a compliment. But in this case, like he just literally like has no self-awareness. Like
yes,
he just
that's the word.
Yes, he just has zero self-awareness.
Just like he'll go to a masseuse and be like, "Hey, why don't you stick your finger up my ass while I ejaculate?"
No, really.
And just like think that's normal, I guess.
Is that what he got busted for?
Yeah, it's like people sticking fingers up his butt and jerking off, and
just like taking advantage of like masseuses who don't really know.
Don't really know about the finger in the butt.
Yeah. few scenarios. I think the last settlement was he was meeting a girl and she went to the bathroom and she came out and he was like butt naked, like with a boner on her bed.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but
Owen, what are
transition that, Kevin.
What are aura points?
Just you know what aura is,
The ring?
right? No,
I don't like that word. That's a word I don't like. It's too
what
trendy.
the Gen A is talking
Yeah.
about. It's like when you just get like
Gen
your
A. I thought we were on Gen Z.
no, Gen
Oh,
A,
and
not,
loves
not
Forrest Gump.
Gen
You just watched it
A.
this year.
Seats taken.
can't sit here.
Gen A.
No, they say that you got aura points. It's just like points for being like cool points, basically.
Oh, for
Remember,
having a
we
good
used
aura?
to give
I never heard
points.
of
We
this.
used
Yeah.
to give points to each other, like +5.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Ryan Stew's invention. It was
That
this
was,
way
I was
of
gonna say, we did that a lot, but kids give each other aura points, and it's
God, kids are stupid.
that was part of the Trump thing because there was a lot of pictures, and I forgot to add the aura thing that he's got a lot of aura points for his recent pictures and working at McDonald's. It's very much like Lana Del Rey working at Waffle House too. Forgot to make that connection. Let's move on to the next topic.
No, I
The
just want
next
to.
topic
Can you give
is
me a real life example of when you've seen a child use aura points? Have you seen
just
like
like
your?
they see someone do something cool, and then you get. Ooh,
So
that
you haven't
person
seen your
gets
kids
1,000
use it?
aura. Oh, they use it. They've given people hundreds of points of aura.
Have you
So they're-
gotten any?
are they saying it?
I don't
to-
think I get any aura points, but they're like, ooh, that guy, like, they'll do the
They do
mewing,
the
the
mewing.
mewing, and then
shit.
they say he's got
God,
aura,
they're so-
aura points.
I
Oh,
really
I have a-
don't feel like I did any of that shit. I really don't.
Oh, dude, Kevin. I remember you going with your hands like the fucking packing dip thing. That
Oh,
was
the
the same
pack
type
and
of
dip.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Owen
you're right.
did that
you're
a
right.
lot.
Yeah.
I do have a question for
Nervous
Owen.
tick.
What's the coolest thing in your kids' eyes that you've ever done? Can you think of it?
Oh, the clip that we're viral right now. Today is the day that I'm
Really?
the coolest. Yeah. Buddy's like, this has only been one day. How many? It's just asking, like, wait, Owen, one day. How many? Let me see how many likes you have now. I was like, watch this. And I'll go to the video and I'll be like, I'll click out. And I was like, look, 14 more likes. He's like, 14 more likes? So
That is
they're-
hilarious because all
they're
these
pretty
kids want to
impressed.
be
Yeah.
like TikTok, YouTube stars. So
Oh yeah. So I'm king right now.
Still didn't give you any aura points though. Nothing.
Oh, I bet if I ask, I was like, how much aura do I get for that? And Jack will say negative aura. So I
Oh.
can't ask for aura points. That's very not aura.
I'd be like a
Well, I don't
negative.
even think I'm using that right. Negative aura.
A negative times a negative is a positive. Just try to trick
Ooh.
them that way.
You should
math.
check them that way.
Okay, aura.
I'm trying to
Transition.
think of a transition, but I don't have much to work with here. A negative plus a negative equals a positive.
Times a negative.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of electrons, apples have electrons. Dennis,
Oh,
you went
yeah.
apple picking this past weekend too.
I did, yes. I did the whole apple picking thing. Have you guys gone?
Did you go to Mapleside in Brunswick?
No, I went to where's it near? Liberties and Solon. Amherst.
Bedford.
Amherst.
Yeah.
Oh, they used to change that song every single
I know,
year.
but I the only reason I knew it because of that commercial. It's
All right,
near Amherst.
So you're in Northeast Ohio, east or west of the city,
yes,
along the
It's
lake.
about
Okay.
35 minutes west from me.
Mm-hmm.
But apple picking, so you go basically pay for a bag, which is like $20. You get like 20 apples, so it's not like a deal really. But every year go, they add some sort of attraction, and it's just becoming more. It's becoming like an amusement park. So the first year you go, it's like, oh, you're just walking down apple trees and picking apples, and then they add like a corn maze, and then they add a whole corn pit that kids can play in.
Ooh, corn pits are big.
What's
Those
a
came
corn
out of
pit?
nowhere.
It has like
It's
corn
just
kernels.
hardened corn, like corn
Yeah.
kernels, and it's just like a sandbox, but instead of
Oh,
sand.
so like the balls at McDonald's, like the ball pits, but with
yeah,
corn.
corn
Yes,
Oh, that sounds unsanitary.
and then you're there,
pit.
and
Yeah.
the whole time you hear they added these cannons that shoot apples
Ooh.
and you shoot them at things. I'm like, how the fuck is this an apple farm? As it's like it's becoming like amusement park. It's
Yeah,
total
that's
bullshit.
capitalism. That is
Yeah.
capitalism. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you up this every year?
It's like a
Hold on.
relaxing day, but you just the whole time you can pay $15 to buy apple bullets. They're called, and you load them in the cannon and you fucking shoot them off.
You know what it's kind of like?
How many do you get for $15?
I didn't do it. I said I'm not fucking
yeah,
doing that.
I knew it. Yeah, you're too cheap for that. I was shocked that you actually went to this. So
I know
how
it
much?
cost me
How much?
$60 to go there.
There we go. I was waiting for that. So what? Break it down. What's the $60 get you?
$15 a person if they're over 5. So Freddy's or over 4. So Freddy's 5.
You told the
And-
truth.
Nothing but the truth. So help me
Oh
God.
my god. Okay.
That is a weird thing to do, guys. Go
Dude,
on.
you could have saved $15, but you
I
could have
know.
shot some of the apple cannons.
That's true. But
But
Yeah.
good job. You didn't steal from a company from a mom and pop shop. So proud of you.
yeah, thanks. Yeah. So $15 a person. So $45, and then $15 for the apple bag. So
What this reminds me of, Dennis, I really like your story here about how it just escalates every year to like more capitalist. It reminds me of Billy Madison, like where every grade he has like a bigger, more exciting party after he
Yeah.
graduates.
yeah, it's just totally ridiculous. And then we used to go to this other place that was a lot more casual, and that place is just they start getting more money and they keep adding more things, and it's just
Yeah.
how everything works out.
That's capitalism. You grow or
Yeah.
you die.
I love it, though.
Who's eating the apples? Did you eat them?
No, there's too many carbs in it, and I'm on keto.
Oh, apples are
Really, apples are out. I thought keto is mainly carbs.
I would've
thought
thought
it
an
was
apple's
just
okay.
Atkinson's diet relabeled.
You thought it was you only eat carbs?
No, if that might be a diet, maybe I need to get on that. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
No,
I thought it was like
you can only have 25 grams of carbs a day. And so an apple probably has like 50, one apple.
really.
Yeah. Just all the sugar in it.
They're so good. I get an apple all the time from the grocery store.
Dude, one
get-
carrot
I
has
get
like
apple.
8 carbs.
One carrot, what baby carrot or full carrot?
A full carrot.
That's a
8
waste of a
carbs?
carb. That's a waste of a carb.
I mean,
I-
that's a full carrot. 8 carbs is not that much for a full carrot. I guess if you're on keto, that's a lot of carbs.
Yeah, it's only like how many calories though?
So what
Probably-
carb do you reach for the most during your keto diet that you're like, oh, I could have this, and or is it just sneak
like
up on?
nuts, celery, lettuce.
Yum.
Ugh, God, yeah, this sounds fucking terrible. I haven't been like on a restrictive diet in forever.
A lot of meat.
Yeah, I'll always just be like, when it comes to losing weight, I'll always be work out harder.
Work
I'll
out
never
harder,
be able
eat
to like,
less,
because I just know like I can never eat the carrots for the rest of my life.
right.
It's just not realistic.
I don't like the restrictiveness. I'm okay with like cutting stuff out
Mhm.
and trying to do it your own way. But when you're like, you're only allowed X amount per day.
I don't want to do that the rest
But
of my life, and that's
I
the only
could
way to.
see where people need that. I could see where like the weak people, the really, really weak people that can't do it themselves.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dennis. I didn't mean that.
The thing I like about
I
it,
do get it though. Why people need that.
the thing I like about keto is you really have unlimited meat. You can eat unlimited meat, but you get so sick of it. It's so hard to eat that much meat. So you just you don't eat. Like I had a little bit of steak today and a little bit of chicken. I'm like, I can't eat any more meat. That's like too much meat. So
Remember
that's what's good
Dennis's
about it.
steak salad. When we talked about Dennis having a steak salad.
Oh yeah, and I was
Okay. Kevin's like, I need to see the steak salad.
It was like a.
it was like
it was
a,
all
a Chipotle
steak.
bowl.
It was like no, it was like 2 full steaks on top of like 6 leaves. It was like a garnish.
No, there was rice in it.
Oh right. No, it was like a full like bowl steak salad. It's such bullshit.
rice bowl with lettuce is what it was.
The thing about keto though, which I'm kind of riding the line here, is they say don't do it if you have gout because you shouldn't be eating red meat.
Yeah, I
So-
was wondering about that too. I was like, dude, this sounds like it's gonna hurt your
Yeah.
joints. Have you been all right, or are you feeling a
been
little bit
fine.
of aching?
I mean, it's only been 6 days too, so
That's a lot of days though. If you're
Mhm.
like on the edge of having, if you're edging edging gout.
Okay.
That's a
Edging
lot of
and
meat.
gout are my two
Yeah.
things, Owen.
And
Not
that's a lot of
together.
meat for edging and gout.
All right, well,
That's a lot of meat.
Dennis said he has had too much meat, and that reminded me of one of my topics.
Hell yeah. What
This-
a transition.
This documentary I watched called Will and Harper. Have you heard of this? Will and Harper.
Speaking
on
of
Netflix?
transitions, yeah. I have
Oh
heard
shit.
of it.
Yeah, that's the trans
Well
one.
done. Well
I
done.
forgot. I tried watching it, Kevin.
Well
but I'll
done, Dennis. That was good.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't let that ride enough. I
No,
didn't give you
no.
enough props. That was very good.
So you
Hey,
tried
that's
watching it?
okay.
You tried watching it, Owen?
Yeah.
I'm
Can I ex-
interested in it. How
Let me
was
explain it really quick, because I will say I think it's the favorite for documentary of the year. I think it will win an Oscar.
For you or okay, not for you.
it? No, for
Oh.
This
Owens.
is-
for Owens.
I put it in my letterbox at a 9.5 or 4.5.
Get out of here.
I just appreciated what they're doing. So this documentary, if you haven't heard, it's Will Ferrell and Harper Steele, this former SNL writer that has been friends with Will Ferrell for a long time, and it's all about this. Ooh, where did that come from?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jammies? You
Yeah.
heard jammies?
No, you're good. You're
Nice.
good. You're good. This documentary. Oh God, it's scary.
Clip's ruined. Start
Okay.
over.
No, so this documentary is all about how this friend of Will Ferrell's and this kind of famous writer, semi-famous writer, transitioned from a male to a female in their 60s. And they're just them going on a road trip together across the country as Will Ferrell just like asks all the questions that a skeptical person like me would want to ask. Like just all these kind of awkward, and he does, it's Will Ferrell. It's the perfect guy to do it. Like he's just a household name. Everywhere they go, he lightens the situation because everybody knows him, and they do not like pussyfoot around. It's not like an ultra woke movie where they're like everybody knows like a woman feels this way. It's like he asks the questions that I want to know, and I thought it was really well done. So yeah, 4.5.
That's why I was interested in it too, because of like an actual raw, like here's someone that's actually friends with this person and is just comfortable with saying whatever they want to them to figure out like what is going on in their mind. And props to you, Kevin, for not saying their pronouns one time.
I was waiting for that too. I was waiting the whole time.
I've learned how to dance around it.
Yeah.
No, it was really, really good, and I'm obviously a sucker for this kind of movie. Just because if you remove all the gender politics, it's just people traveling across the country, and I love seeing
you do
slices
love
of
those.
life. Like I love seeing
Okay.
a random steakhouse in Iowa. I love seeing
Yeah.
like
I like that
That's
Yeah.
what adds to it that I can understand. Because when I first started watching it, I was like, this will be really interesting. But Will Ferrell seemed so unbelievably fake to me that I was
Mhm.
like, I can't watch this. He's like, I just want to do this. See, we could drive around town or drive across the country and figure this whole thing out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like just like a really shitty pitch for just like it reminded me of comedians in a car getting coffee, which can be entertaining and funny, but the whole premise of it is like, this is so like, what the fuck are they going to talk about? This is the dumbest premise for a show. But the way that Will Ferrell, like was describing what they're doing, I couldn't
think
do
you're
it. I got
giving-
I gave it like 10 minutes in, and it was just boring.
At least with comedians and you're giving that too much. You're making it seem like it should be too real. It's a talk show, and that's just the fake premise for them to talk. Everything's set up there. It's not like they're trying to act like they're just casually getting coffee.
Real Housewives of New Jersey or New
No,
York.
I get that
is-
I get that it's kind of fake. I'm not.
Yeah, but I think you just got to
I-
buy into that and go,
Mhm.
this is how they're getting the content out. They're not going to actually be able to film a raw, like road trip. Like he's got to walk in and set the premise up for the movie. They're still making a movie sort of thing.
Okay. Well, it felt too fake to me where I couldn't move past it. And
Okay.
I feel like sometimes people do things and they do a really good job of it.
Okay. I haven't seen it. So yeah, I might feel the same way.
Oh, and I didn't realize it until now, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd because
You said 9.
Well, I guess I said 9.5 out of 10, so I gave it a 4. I don't remember what the rating was, but I gave it less than their ideal rating.
Somebody check those calculations. They are not adding up.
I gave it less than a perfect
what?
rating. I gave it less than a perfect rating because something about it didn't sit right, and I agree it was a little too scripted.
Yes,
So,
it seemed
yeah.
like they wrote the whole thing out before they did
I
it.
agree. But at the end of the day, that's not any documentary. Every documentary you've ever watched has a bulletproof script, and it's So
It's true. And if we were going across country and had a film crew and we paid all this
Mhm.
money, you can't just
Leave it up to-
just wing it.
Yeah.
You have to have something, which I understand, but I feel like you got to be better than that. And this, I just didn't enjoy it.
that said,
What?
I
I didn't-
think
I
the script
didn't
was good,
finish
Dennis.
it.
You should watch it. You're a documentary guy. You
Yeah,
will like it. You'll enjoy it.
What? Speaking of 9.5 out of 10 documentaries, Owen, what's your favorite documentary? Not a series, just a movie.
A movie documentary, so it can't be a series. I
Yeah.
don't. God, those mountain climbing ones were so good. Speaking of, there's a brand new one
Oh, yeah.
with the we started watching that Saturday, and I fell asleep, and I was like, I need to be awake to watch this one. That
Good call.
no, I gotta be like, I have to be fully awake, not like falling asleep while watching it.
Okay.
Coming from the laughing at me, coming from the guy that can't watch anything all the way through.
I know. If I
without
lay
falling
my
asleep.
back for 10 minutes, I'm out.
That's kind of what's going on. So I was like, I need to watch this, but I feel like that Free Solo one was
Those are
that's so fucking good. I know
Yeah.
that can't be my favorite, but I can't recall.
Yeah. What was the other one like that was like Free Solo, where the guy was getting
Hope
shot
Solo.
at?
Han Solo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Solo Cup.
Red Solo Cup.
Cup.
I'll fill you up. All right. What else do we want to talk about? I have two other things I wanted to kind of talk about. Dennis wanted to talk about golf club fitting. Do you still have enough on that?
No. You could skip that. The only thing with that was it's so hard because you go to this like $50,000 simulator and they're showing you exactly like where you hit the ball and like how far it's going and the speed of the ball and all this shit. So you're supposed to be like trying out 50 different clubs, but I'm trying to fix my swing while I'm in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like never hitting the ball in the center. It's always near like the shaft. It's always like way off. So I'm like, maybe if I adjust it a little bit more this way. And so I feel like I ended up with the driver. My dad had a $200 credit, so I basically got almost a driver for free. And so I who knows how this driver is going to be because
What kind of driver is this?
a Callaway something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you almost have to get fitted when you don't know that it's happening, so you get the actual real ratings.
Yeah, the
'Cause
guy
you
kept
go walk
showing
into
me.
that shit, and you're like, "Fuck, this isn't how I swing at all. This is so weird."
I know. He kept showing me where I was hitting the ball, like on the club, because it was so high tech. It knew exactly where I was hitting the ball. So I kept trying to like adjust way too much. So I have no clue. By the end of it, my swing was completely different from the start. And I don't even know if that's my real swing anymore.
That's
And he makes a bunch of money, and
Yeah.
you end up with a club that you're stuck with for the next 2 years because you're like, I'm not buying a new fucking one.
Yeah.
That is a tricky one. I agree. I've definitely said this on the course recently with Mr. B and Sam. We're just talking about like the more tech you bring to golf, the just lamer it gets. Like you got these guys out there with their range finders, like every like I'm like,
Hey, rangefinder though, we need that.
No,
That-
range finders are helpful, but I can't tell you how many times I'll see a guy gun it, then he chugs it 20 feet to the right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
oh
so
yeah,
true.
which club did you need there, my friend? Like until you're hitting every shot perfect, then I'll let you use that rangefinder.
That's true.
But then yeah, like you said, then it's just like you go there, they're tracking your swing path and your speed. It's like you just gotta at some point you just gotta trust what feels right out there, and yeah. It's tricky. Here's what the last thing I want to talk about was just I decided who I'm voting for president today.
Who's that?
Who
do you think? Take a guess.
Either Trump
or Kamala Harris?
Oh, yeah.
No, the answer is neither.
What? Tell us who you're voting for, Kevin.
Richard Duncan.
Who the hell is that?
When you sent this earlier, and I'm like, this has to be a movie character or something.
No,
Who is it?
Richard Duncan is a guy from Aurora, Ohio. So like 40 minutes outside of Cleveland. Owen's bored as fuck. He's yawning
I'm sorry.
audibly.
It's late here.
I haven't even done the research on this, but this guy, I'm fascinated with him. And he's on the ballot every year running for president. There, Owen's pulling up a picture of him. Oh, yeah,
Him?
he's a normal looking guy. Yeah, that's not helpful, Owen. It's so bright. Okay.
I'll Google it.
There we go. Oh, it's the camera.
Okay, hang on. I didn't do enough research on this, but Richard Duncan stands outside. Okay, hang on. Yeah, he's just some guy who's really good at paperwork and gets himself in the presidential election every year. Like, he doesn't have a party. He just lives in Cleveland and just gets himself on the ballot every year because he just knows how to work this system.
How do you get on it? Is it that hard? Don't you need money and backers or something? I think it might not be as hard as it sounds. I'm sure it's not easy because
I'm very curious. I'm a little scared of what he stands for, but he looks pretty normal.
yeah, he's gonna be just like
Okay, here we go.
he's gonna be a white supremacist.
He is a
like-
self-funded candidate spending around $5,000 of his own money crisscrossing Ohio, obtaining the 5,000 signatures required to appear on the ballot. So that's all it does. He needs 5,000 signatures to get on the ballot.
Dude, that'd be so easy. We have 235,000 views on TikTok. If we could just get 5,000 of those guys, we'd be on there too.
So he's going to be on there with Hillary, Trump. Or no, I'm reading an article from 2008. But he's been doing
Hillary,
this.
yeah. I didn't even catch that.
He's been doing
that's
this
funny.
every election. So he's going to be on there with like the libertarian person, the Jill
Dude.
Dude, is this only
Great
in?
reference.
But is this only in Ohio though? Because
Yeah. I
like
think
there's
he's
some people
only on
that
the-
don't make it to all the ballots.
No, I think he's only going to be in Ohio because otherwise I think he'd have to get like signatures in every state or something, whatever their rules are.
I would have signed it.
But yeah, I would have signed it.
There's a lot. I'm looking at a list of everyone on the ballot in like every state. There's like 40 people. Like who is supporting? Like there's someone with 88,000 votes, expected 88,000 votes. Like some random person. Who the fuck is voting for these people?
88,000 is
Yeah, Rock de la Font.
oh
The Alliance
yeah,
Party.
He's good. He's good.
You've heard of him?
No.
Libertarian. This person's name is Jojo and Spike.
What are the pronouns? Oh, libertarian. Definitely no pronouns. He, him.
She, he,
Or just Spike.
or she, her.
Oh, that's true.
I'm just reading up on Alex Duncan. He's a former postal service worker, and his
Oh, I thought
biggest.
you were going to say a member of the band Postal Service. I
I
was
was
like, I
gonna
fucking
say,
love that
I'm
band.
voting,
Seattle's
yeah.
own.
Smeared black. ink.
Yeah, he doesn't really have any. Assist small businesses, enforced and enacts civil rights laws. He seems like a pretty good guy. He's got my vote. I'm voting Richard Duncan for president 2024. Now you guys
Oh,
are
and who
starting
you
to tell
voting
who you're
for?
voting for. Yeah.
I'm not voting.
You fucking liar. You told us
I'm
you're
not-
voting
I'm
a
not
week
voting.
ago who you're voting for. And you literally said, I am voting. And here's who.
I didn't. No, I'm not voting.
I'm
Okay.
not fucking voting.
That means I have to go in and vote. 'Cause
Whatever.
You can't mail it in because if you mail it in, that's fake. You gotta go to the ballot.
All right, we know who you're voting for. I'm actually not voting. But Lisa's
You're
voting.
really not. You're voting and you're in a swing state.
I
Not-
heard it's not a
Ohio's
swing
not
state
a
actually
swing
anymore.
state anymore.
Well, who is it?
Trump.
Pennsylvania, Michigan.
So Trump is. So it's just a Republican state now. You'd
Yeah.
not considered a. No
The-
way.
The last two elections have gone Republican.
That doesn't mean anything though. Why does that make it not a swing state?
think it's
Did
like
they
heavy
kill
Re-
that bad?
Heavy Republican. Yeah.
It's important still. I think it's important there. I'm not saying go vote. I don't give a shit. if you
Lisa's
vote or
voting
not.
for Kamala because she's in a teachers union, and that's who they say vote for. And she
Mm.
says, "Yes, sir." Follows them.
I don't know. I kind of respect that. You follow what your union says to do.
Well, she does have a good point. She's like, "Our health insurance is amazing." And I'm like, You're
That's
right.
true. That's absolutely true.
It's because of the union, but I'm not going to vote.
All right, let's see
I
what our
bet you
video's
vote.
at.
I bet you vote.
Let's see what the recent comments are and what our
Honestly,
videos
I've
are.
been watching throughout the whole pod because I get distracted because I don't drive and text anymore, ever. and I've done a really good job of it for a whole year. So now I only pod and text. So I've
TikTok
been
is
looking
so
at
Whole
fucking
year?
stupid.
What? Wait, did I say whole year? Whole week? Sorry,
Whole
1 week.
Okay.
Who are these people? What is
yeah,
this?
I don't
app?
know. We just gained another. We lost a follower earlier though, and I didn't want to tell you guys, and it kind of hurt my feelings that we lost one.
We
but
lost
We
one?
gained another one. Now we have 50 again, so we're
Why
okay.
did Manolo the Bulldog follow us? Why? What more content did they?
Yeah. Let's read off
us?
Let's read off our current followers. All their
Yes.
names. We got Manola the Bulldog, Kip Corbis.
Oh, that's actually my cousin,
really?
who just actually said he listened to the most recent pod. He said any pod where he gets a shout out, he likes it. So
I was
there's a
about to
shout
say
out
that's
to
the.
him.
I was about to say that's the fakest fucking name I've ever heard.
No,
Wait,
that's
did I
really-
mention him in that one?
Yeah, you did, and he said he listened to it and he appreciated the
You
shout
got
out. So Kip, you got your second shout out.
Ariel, Spadoto, Theo,
Caro.
someone different language. Period. Just a period. You got Kai, Katie, Cynthia, Brian, Kaylee,
No, you forgot-
Edmer El Pollo.
Oh, and you forgot
User
to mention
6
that the period's handle is bruh nobody. You for-
Oh shit, yeah, bruh, nobody.
Oh my god, that kid's 14.
Yeah. Edmer El Pollo. User 6584855222172.
All
I
right.
can't hear it anymore.
No,
All right,
but
how
I
about
just,
for the
All right,
last,
let me get a
last
I just
segment? Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say
business
that
screen. Who the fuck is
these
that?
are the people.
It's dumb. Stupid
These are the
business.
people. These are the people that we need to keep in mind when we're creating content in the future. We need to. This is our demographic, so keep those people in mind. Dennis, what's your last segment?
I want to create a viral clip right now. So Owen, give me your hottest take. Are you ready? Or Kevin, whoever's ready.
I don't
Give me
really
a
have any
really hot
hot takes. I don't really have any hot ones on the back burner. Let me see if I have anything on my phone.
All right,
We
maybe I'll
gained another
start.
follower. We're at 51. So
All right. My hot take is
sick. Sick.
I'm looking at my notes app from the last time I was stoned and just trying to figure out.
Oh,
what kind
yeah.
of
I have
terrible
one.
thought
I have one. I was thinking about this the other day. I like to honk my horn at people when they've been sitting at the red light for too long. But when someone does it to me, it makes my heart skip a beat. And I get like really scared and angry at the same time.
You really have an actual like feeling?
Yeah, and because
that
it's
happens?
always me fucking up, like I'm at my
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
phone. Like it's never
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But for some reason, I like to make other people feel that way for a second. Like, hey, I know you're like distracted.
So you think people have that same reaction?
Yeah, like-
newsflash. Newsflash. No one gives a fuck. If I get honked at, I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot. My
You don't
bad.
get scared and mad.
Hell
It's
no,
like a
dude.
scared and
No.
mad feeling.
mad, embarrassed. It's like the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
It's
think I've
everything.
gone through this so much that I just don't care anymore. I just like,
Okay.
oh shit, sorry. I kind of get mad. I'm like, just give me a fucking second.
Yeah,
Right,
like
see?
it probably just changed.
I got one.
That's
We're
but
at
for the most
51
part, if-
followers. Come on, give me a second.
I got one, guys. Let me go. All right, I wrote this down. I think presumably why high at some point. I said nobody dies unhappy.
Oh, this is a high take.
How about
It-
all
Not
the
the hottest take.
how about all the
highest
6
take. Kevin's
billion
high.
Jews
No.
that died in?
No. But at the end of the day, they die with the choice that like it'll bring them peace. Like at the end of the day, like at that last moment is always going to be a happy moment because it's relief. So I'm not saying
What?
like you,
Dude,
No,
Kevin, you got to find get less stress, brother. Like, I don't want to. Nothing will be like
No. I'm just saying, like even if like let's say you have some major
Like,
brain
I don't
injury,
gotta work
that last moment is gonna just feel like you fell asleep. It's gonna be like relief, not like
I
from
get
your
it.
whole
I-
life, just from that pain that you're suffering through.
I get it, Kevin.
Yeah.
But I don't. I feel like I used to feel that a lot more. Now I am insanely terrified of dying. I used to not be.
Yeah.
Now I am like.
All right, let me
I
read
feel like
another
life
one.
is going
I think that's-
way too fast. Every single year is flying by. I'm like, I'm
Yes.
getting so old. I'm gonna die. I feel like I haven't done enough. Like I want
I
to be
think
here
it's-
for hundreds of more years.
I think it's being around kids because you see how much you look at a photo from 2 years ago and you're like, holy shit, that person they look like a completely different person.
Absolutely.
2 years.
The boys are going. Yeah, I think that is it. So Kevin, get yourself. We've been working on this.
Can I try?
Megan's almost having the kid yet.
Can I read another one of my notes? It's just, it's me. I just wrote, I almost just drank a glass of candle. Have you ever had a glass? I think I was like drinking like a glass of something, and I accidentally grabbed a candle.
I almost had a glass of candle. It's very funny.
You know what? Some candles smell so good you want to take a sip of it,
I think
but
I was like,
Lisa won't let you.
I was like drinking something out of a rocks glass, and then I realized I actually grabbed a candle.
Was it lit? Imagine
I think,
lighting
I don't
your
think it was
It's lit.
your
All right,
eyebrow
Owen,
hair.
you got one?
Dude, I don't have a hot take. This is
Oh,
too
and I
much.
know
don't
you probably have the hottest takes.
I
but-
fucking
Yeah, you're
hate
just holding
everything.
back.
That's
I
the
know.
problem. I just don't know
They
what,
don't
what I
bubble,
can.
bubble up like for you to even realize that it's a hot take. You just think
No, it's
this
just
is
all day
me.
long. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So,
Start writing them down.
I do. That's the problem. I write them down. So I don't have a hot take, but I promise you next pod, I'm going to come out with a really hot take.
Okay. Something like so
Fucking
bad.
Can I just
Just
read
like,
one?
oof.
dirty.
Can I just
Yeah.
read one more of my my notes in my phone? I love going through these. This is from 2021. I'm looking at there's a header and then there's like the subtext underneath it. It just says,
Cool.
I'm so excited, ... And then the subtext is, I could buy a gun.
I like that. Ooh,
That is
I really
good.
want a gun right now, and it's too scary.
That's a hot take.
Well,
Why do you
don't
want
you
a
guys
gun?
feel like you? I don't know.
No.
I just feel like you need one. I need it for Dennis. You had that one guy that I want to talk about it because you might be still afraid of him, but
No.
called
yeah.
you. Yeah, see, like that's kind of why I want a gun.
I
don't
did think for a second, should I buy a gun? But then I'm like, I've seen my kids play with fake guns. If they got to hold that gun,
Ow!
one of them would be shot in the head. Like,
Yeah,
by the other.
that is the problem is you have to lock it up, and if I need to lock up my gun because I need it, like there's no way I'm gonna have it ready to shoot the intruder. And I already have a baseball bat. Anytime I
too.
hear a noise, I never grab the baseball bat to go
Same.
downstairs. I always go down without my glasses on, so I can't see shit, and I'm just fists ready to go. Like I'm gonna punch this person so hard if there is someone. But
yeah,
so I don't think I would ever actually grab the gun.
that is hilarious.
So-
'Cause I have a baseball bat next to my bed, and like every 3 weeks I go, oh wow, there's a baseball bat back there. I like completely forget about it every 3 weeks.